Hello everyone, this is Phi. Today I'm checking out OMNO. This is a game which is currently in a Kickstarter actually. We've got about 7 days left, well overfunded. But the developer just put out a demo, so we're going to give this a playtest. We're just going to kind of treat this as the rest of our playtest videos. We're going to give it a blind playthrough, see if we give some useful feedback. But yeah, I don't know anything about this game. If you want to check out the Kickstarter or anything, I'll put those links in the description, as well as the link to the demo. So you can check it out if you want to. And otherwise, we're going to give this a shot. The developer has made it very clear that this is something that was just made kind of for the Kickstarter, more or less, and he kind of goes on about how it's not representative of the final product and all this stuff. Pretty natural to be kind of apologetic about early alphas and stuff, as devs are, where we always kind of want to point out that it's not representative of what we imagine the game to be when it's done. But in any case, not much to read about this. I mean, there's a lot of things here, but there isn't like a succinct description I can go over or anything. I don't know of any description of the controls or any such thing, so we're just going to jump into the game. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get rid of the overlay. Alright, so I haven't seen anything past this screen. It says, hey, please note what you're about to see is a pre-alpha demo. None of the shown features are considered to be final. I always get kind of annoyed when people say pre-alpha instead of just saying alpha, but that doesn't really matter. Please make sure to use the latest demo version. Shown areas are solely built for demo purposes and are not representative of the final product. Please ignore placeholders and bugs. You can use a gamepad or mouse and keyboard. This demo is not optimized. With a bit of imagination, I hope you can see what OMNO will become. Please consider supporting the production and becoming part of the community. Thanks and enjoy. Jonas, the Omni dev. Press L to continue. I wonder why it's L. I've got my ID, so that's interesting. So let's press L. Alright, got some ambiance. Actually seems slightly quiet, which is unusual because so many devs make their the audio in their games like way too loud, and I'm always getting on people's case for that. It's a little bit quiet, just kind of nice. Alright, so we got the mouse. Actually looks real nice. It's running nice on my machine so far. I do have a GTX 970 and a i7 2600K, but it seems real buttery, so that's great. Real buttery, so hold jump to jump higher. Makes sense. Oh, that was a little weird. I don't know what kind of action or anything will be in the game, so I don't know if it might be better with the gamepad. I do have a gamepad I could use, but for now I'm just trying mouse and keyboard. Ooh, pretty. It's really great music. Agnea Plateau? Agnea? I don't know. Alright, so we've got... I guess we go that way. Nice little vista here. A little stuck there. Now what might that be? Charge. Interesting. Dash, left click, or gamepad right bumper. Ooh, that's very fast. Interesting. Alright, so I'm noticing it kind of almost... The camera doesn't really keep up with you when you do that, so you kind of get almost off the screen when you do it. It's probably something that I would personally tweak. Just because I don't really like the feeling of of kind of almost going off the screen and having to wait for the camera to catch up if this was like an action scenario and that sort of thing. Jump forward and dash. Like when you're just going forward, that was a weird jump, but when you're just going forward, it doesn't matter because you can obviously still see yourself. But I guess for this sort of thing, you just have to kind of guess the distance here. Alright, I guess I did it. So yeah, I would wonder about this sort of thing if this kind of jumping thing was in the final game, if there was a method the developer had in mind for enabling the player to judge that kind of jump. You just kind of shoot forward a distance. Usually when you're platforming, you kind of jump and you can kind of look where you're falling. So it's a little different. Gather energy by interacting with the environment. I don't really know what that means. Maybe this white stuff? Stomp? Very cute animations. Is this... Oh, okay. So you do have to kind of walk around and collect it all a little bit. It doesn't just all go to you automatically. Now, I don't know what the energy is, but I guess we'll find out. Is this another... Explorer stones, huh? Alright, so this sort of thing, I don't like having to go spend too much effort kind of collecting, you know, just running around trying to collect the little bits. I mean, it's nice to collect things, but if you have to go like too far out of your way to just to run around and pick all the things up, it's sort of like, you know, if you drop a bunch of papers on the ground or something, you have to pick them all up. Very cool scenery. I did see, oh yeah, I was gonna say I did see something moving. Now, are you like an enemy? Will you hurt me if I touch you? Oh, that one's moving too. That's cool. Oh, it's not hurting me. If I... Oh, I can do that anywhere. I thought that was context sensitive, I guess. Or I guess I didn't really think about it much. But I didn't really realize that you could do that anywhere, so... I'm gonna assume that these guys are just kind of here for... just kind of the visual effect of... Now why is that kind of... Was that me that was making that little wavy effect? Oh, it just kind of lingers in the air after you do that. That's weird. But yeah, I really like little things like that where you just have like little critters moving around just for the sake of kind of fleshing out the world, that sort of thing. Little bunnies? Oh, you discovered shoobs. Okay, they drop things. Why do they keep dropping these crystals? I also don't really know like if I need more of these crystals. Like there's no on-screen HUD or anything, so I don't know like if I'm tallying these up or if they charge like some kind of a meter or something. I don't know any of this stuff. More things, okay. More critters. Moomy bees. These also drop little crystal things. Oh, something's happening. Oh, I think the part of my arm changed a little. So I guess that's why I need all these bits, is what if I get a certain amount it's going to change more of my arm apparently. Or my body or something. So I don't know if, like at what point these stop dropping things. I guess they stop now. Alright, and this is a pretty big open area. There's not any real directionality to it. So something to consider is that you could kind of gather more energy. potential for kind of getting a little lost or kind of like missing a bunch of things because it's just kind of a big flat area. Generally helps with these sorts of open world games or any kind of open environment like this to have something to kind of push you in a direction or kind of lead you along a little bit, just so you're not wandering, because there's also not like much in the way of landmarks. So if I look in any direction except for I guess over there where it's almost the sun is kind of blinding me, but there's more stuff over there, but like scenery in general kind of looks the same in any direction. There's not like any really noticeable landmarks that stand out that much, so kind of getting a sense of where you have been and where you haven't, you don't really get that too much, as much as you probably could. Like I'm seeing there's these rocks here that I didn't see before, apparently. And I think I came from this direction before, but like already I'm kind of getting a little mixed up. Like I guess, oh, what was that? I guess because these bunny type things are here, that's where I was before. Alright, so these things go squirp. Alright, and these little things that are popping out, they are kind of not popping out near me, so I have to kind of run around a lot to chase them down. They kind of launch, I guess. Activate mechanism with gathered energy. Okay. I guess my arm changed again. This time it didn't show the cutscene like before. I kind of wish it had. Did this just respawn, or was that there? Oh, I already have enough, I guess. So I guess this is the thing right here. E. Pick up. Okay, I've got a glowy bit on my stick. Drop into this. Don't know what that is or what this is. Okay. Alright, so there was a glowy thing here, I guess. And then I put it over there. Picked it up from here, put it over there, and apparently charged this pad thing. And there's also this over here, so maybe I could have gone over here to this one. Oh, that's the wrong button. Okay. Oh, you can do that pretty rapidly. Ooh. I can do that. So it does seem like he intends to use this dashy thing for platforming quite a bit now. About this, is there a way to go up? Okay. So that's something that could get pretty annoying. If you ended up in a situation where that's happening a lot, where you're just losing time because you smacked against the ground like that, like every time you miss a jump or something. It's like it's cute, but after a while you'd probably get sick of it pretty fast. Now, this I don't know what to do with, I think. I wonder if I can undo this. I can, okay. So this is... It's not really obvious what's going on over there to me, but I have kind of figured out that I could come over here instead, so maybe this was intended to do this first. Oops, I'm clicking the wrong button. I gotta remember which which mouse button it is. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I could imagine someone getting kind of confused if they didn't figure out that they could come over here. Is that something up in the air? Oh, there's flying dragon things. So yeah, a little bit of a potential for someone getting stuck, because it kind of, the first time I did this I didn't even see that before, so I just like, I went here and then it was like I could see over here, so I went this way. So I don't know, maybe that's, I mean, there's only so much focus testing you can do as an indie dev, but yeah, I would just I guess, consider the possibility of that sort of thing, where a player could get stuck for a little while if they didn't put all the pieces together in their head there. Alright. Oh, it's being kind of weird. Alright, checkpoint. Almost fell off the edge there. Interesting. Guess we're just jumping. So far the dashy thing is working pretty good. I do get the sense that it could be annoying though to miss a jump with this. If it was one of these where you could like overshoot or something. Because it's just not easy to judge the distance on that. Focus your view on the port stone. I guess, oh, there's different circle things. Left click or right bumper to teleport. So I guess just I focus on the circle and I teleport? Why is there one down there though? That's cool. Then I guess I can do down there. So what's the point of coming over here? Like, was I supposed to be able to, was I supposed to come over here before I could go down there? But, like, it was already highlighted, so I don't know if that was intended or not. Now I'm down here. I guess I can go back up there. So this is just to get around quickly, presumably? But what if I'm like... Yeah, if this was like an action area and I just like accidentally... I was trying to do like this dash thing and then I accidentally like got my view right here and then I suddenly teleported. That would probably be pretty annoying. So, oh, that was weird. So yeah, I would wonder about that. Like, well, what would you... How would you account for that scenario when you could potentially get one of these things in view and you have the possibility to inadvertently teleport when you were trying to just normal dash. So after doing that, I don't know. Like, I'm getting a certain sense of aimlessness at this point, because of course, like, there's no like objective presented at the beginning of the game, nor really anything up to this point as in like an overall objective. So like, it's told me a few things to do and then I've done them and then now it's like, what next? I teleported. I did collect that energy before. I don't know if I could do that again. Like collect more energy or why I would do that. It looks like I can't. So that's a little weird because it's like, it just kind of poses the question of why I could collect energy before, but now I can't. Like, just kind of the questions about the rules of the game, in a sense. There's something up there. I mean, there's places I haven't gone yet, obviously, but it's just kind of confused as to why I went up there and then, like, I teleported back down here. Maybe there was some other... Oh, okay. So that was a little confusing. Got a little mixed up, but apparently I'm supposed to go this way. Oh, there's a big dino type thing. Can I go over here? For no reason, I guess. Interesting, though. It's usually fun to have environments that are just interesting enough that you kind of want to just run around and explore them a little bit. Oh, that camera's getting a little wonky. Even though there's not so far a lot of reason to do so, it's just kind of cool to look at, I guess, and just see what happens. Oh, that sounds cool. Oh, is that it? Okay. Oh, now it's like in a desert area. Wait, I'm still controlling it. Hold shift left trigger to surf. Okay. Shift. Ooh, that's fun. End of demo, press T to view trailer. I guess this is just showing that you can surf around, that sort of thing. That's cool. No. It's too bad I can't do like a dash move while surfing yet anyways. Oh, but that cancels my surfing. I can go up here. So presumably this is just kind of an open area where you can use some of your abilities, I guess. Interesting that it seems to take different times sometimes to teleport like that. Huh. I wonder why you would come up here. Oh. Well, there's that. I mean, you do have to hold it. I think it'd probably feel better if that was a toggle rather than hold. It's probably an option that you could put in a menu. So there's an invisible wall here. Really cool looking environments in this game for sure, and all the animations and everything are real nice. We're kind of slowing down, I guess, because we were going uphill. Oh, kind of jumped into the yeah, the collision here and a little off. I wonder what the heck would this thing be? I mean, it's like ruins, obviously, but this kind of looks like a slalom. Unfortunately, they don't give you any speed boosts. Would have been cool to discover if that was the case, but yeah, I don't really like how it slows down so much when you're going uphill. That's too bad. Oh, it is a thing. Okay, I was right. I just went through them backwards. Alright. Yeah, I mean, obviously it makes sense from a physical perspective that you slow down when you're going uphill. But wow, that's cool. Alright. And now we're here. Seriously, stop playing. But I don't want to. I mean, what do we do from here then? Is it supposed to bring us closer to these teleportation things? Because I did this before, didn't I? Then I got up here, then there's over there, right? Then what? Is there purposes to any of this? I actually do really like the teleportation thing, just because of how fastly you can move around the world. It really feels nice, because it's like so vast. The scale of like the level, it would just take a long time to walk around or even do the little surfy thing. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so is that really the end, or is there more to discover? I don't know. I want to know, but I have no idea. I think this is where I was before. Is this gonna end in a wall here, or what? You can go out here pretty far. Holy cow. I didn't think I would just be able to keep going for some reason. I thought that was just gonna be the end of the edge of the world. I guess there's an edge right here. Change camera mode Q. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was literally just thinking about that. Because it gets a little annoying sometimes when you're like you want to look over there and it's like fighting against you. But he did like exactly what I was thinking already. Explorer stones 1 out of 4. Rest spots 1 out of 1. What is a rest spot? Am I gonna go through it? I went through the wall. So I don't know what a rest spot is or why. See, that's annoying. Why that spot was a rest spot? It just seemed like a barren spot. So that was kind of weird. But I guess I discovered something. Huh. Yeah, that was confusing. I don't know what. Don't know why that spot was special. Why? Oh, he's stuck in a falling animation? Alright, it's a little bit of a bug there. Alright, so one thing I'm almost worried about, it's like, I feel like you've created this great sense of kind of exploration, but I almost wonder if it's gonna kind of bite you in the butt in the end, where I can imagine spending like a lot of time just kind of running around, like hoping to discover something and just never doing so, and kind of feeling like you never really explored everything, and it could actually get a little tedious, I think. Like, I'm not entirely sure that's entirely a bad thing, but that's just kind of what's going through my head right now. So like, because it's hard to get a sense of I mean, usually in games when you progress, it's like really concrete ways in which you do so. And where you have these kind of little landmarks, I guess, that kind of trigger little secret things that you discover. I guess I would almost expect that they would be more visually apparent, like something or obvious, I guess. So like if you saw something in the distance that looked really interesting, and then you went there, and then something popped up, it's like you found such and such, then that would like make sense, because you could kind of see it and you could kind of tell that there was something interesting there. But here with the presentation and everything, a lot of stuff just kind of, I don't want to say blends together, but kind of, I guess blends into the scenery in a sense. And it looks really nice, obviously, but you don't really have stuff that really stands out as obviously important. So I wonder if that would be something that would be worth considering. Just making anything that's relevant to the game itself kind of stand out as important. But I don't know that I'm gonna discover anything else in this end of demo area. There was like, I'm pretty sure there was more stuff to explore in the other place before this that I didn't explore yet, so I kind of wish I could go back there. But I just say press T to view trailer. I guess we could look at that. I'll just do that. I'm hoping it's, assuming it's not very long, so. Got some floating rocks with trees on them. Squid things. I like that little sort of pond water, I guess it was. So that kind of reminds me of the Wind Waker segments where you have the leaf and you're kind of gliding with it. OMNO, Studio Inky Fox. All right, so pretty interesting.
Hi, my name is Jonas Manke, and I'm the solo developer behind OMNO.
How long is this?
I started working on OMNO 2 years ago, and I do pretty much everything by myself. So that's programming, designing, animating, and all the other stuff. The reason I decided to work as a solo developer was so I could create the game exactly as I imagined it. I've worked for over 10 years as a character animator in the film and games industries. I'm using what I've learned to create a game that can hopefully reach players emotionally. Breathing life into things, especially in 3D, is a real challenge, but it's also the best way to express my thoughts and feelings about the themes that I tackle in OMNO. So far, making OMNO has been the most exciting and hardest challenge of my life. I'm a married man and a dad of 3 young wonderful kids, so as you can imagine, most of OMNO's development was during late nights after my day job. After getting loads of positive feedback on social media, I decided to go full-time in March. I took the chance to invest all of my time and energy into finishing OMNO and making my dream come true. I've never asked for help before, so going to Kickstarter is really a big deal for me. The success of OMNO depends on your support and valuable feedback. Now the game is fast approaching the finish line. The tech and mechanics are complete. All that's left is to expand the landscapes, add more creatures and extra content for you to explore and enjoy. So if you like what you see, I would be grateful for your support so we can finish OMNO together.
Alright, yeah, so again, I'm going to put the Kickstarter link in the description. We're back in here. Okay, so if you... I guess we quit right out of there. So if you are interested in supporting the Kickstarter, or, you know, getting a pre-ordering your copy of the game or whatever, you can do that. I'm not going to tell you to. I don't know the developer or anything, so but nonetheless, as far as my own thoughts about the game, it's sort of, obviously this is an early alpha. It's not representative of the final game, but it does feel like it's a little light on gameplay, but it's kind of more about the presentation and sort of the feeling of it, which I think is valid. In terms of like the mechanics presented so far are very basic, and so far there hasn't been anything shown that's really challenging. But you know, sometimes games are just can be sort of more of an interactive experience sort of thing, where it's there might be a certain amount of involvement, but it's not really meant to be difficult necessarily, or it's not meant to, be an action game as much as, just providing the sort of experience. And I think that based on the demo, I think this could be pretty successful in doing that. So, yeah, it should be interesting. I don't know. I would like to see some more complexity here and there. I think just in the sense of like if I was to play this for 10 hours or whatever. So I'm interested to see like what other kinds of mechanics would be planned for the future. Even in like the little trailer there wasn't that much shown that wasn't in the demo already. So yeah, it just kind of makes me curious. I'm sure there's other things that are planned or whatnot, but that's what I'd like to see. And yeah, the presentation is great. Obviously, I'm curious in particular about the audio. I thought the music was fantastic. I don't know if that was all created by the same guy or if that was kind of outsourced or whatever. So I'd be curious about that. I'm an audio guy myself, so it's always interesting to see that. Sounded great, looked great, and everything. So yeah, really cool. I can obviously see it being successful. The Kickstarter is already like 3 times over the goal. So with a week left to go as I'm making this video. So really cool. Yeah, I'd like to say more about the gameplay specifically because that's what I tend to focus on in these videos. But in order to do so, I think I'd need to see more of it. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to try out a later demo or something. But nonetheless, hopefully this video was useful, and definitely let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one.